May 1976. Montana. It goes, you can see this. Some Montanans are worried not only by big land disturbers, but for the rest of us as well. Easterners, California. People are looking for a place to light. As Governor Thomas L. Judge has noted, some citizens would like to build a fence around their state. Driving along Interstate 94, passed under a bridge where someone had painted, "Do something about the population explosion. Commit suicide." With pain enough, I suppose he would have added, but not here. What is Montana trying to hide? Enormous beauty, yes, but the real treasure of the treasure state is space. Consider the figures. Our fourth largest state is twice as big as Missouri. For example, counts, but 748,000 people, half live in cities, the rest roam a landscape so vast that if it were divided, every family of 5 would possess 2 square miles. Yeah, I went on a recent trip up north, or mid-north, and the air is pure. I mean, I live about a mile, or a third of a mile from the highway, and the smell, the air here, it's horrible. And I've lived here about 25 years, and it used to not be this bad. But these National Geographics, I've been finishing them up. These are my parents, and I've been noticing these last bits. There's been so many examples. They keep cropping up that I'm gonna basically, I was gonna document them as I saw them, but there's so many that, okay, like Spain. In Spain, there was a woman, those Hijis, who are of Spanish origin, as they are, but she said the guy was trying to steal some water, and water is scarce, she said. And going up north, there was a scarcity of water, too. You see what's happening in California. California's doing a better job now, the citizens of not wasting their water, but they still have a, these are back in 1960s, 1950s, and the same problems are happening now as back then, like the migrants, the same type of photos, everything. History really repeating itself. This video I'm going to be basically smacking up a lot of the stuff that has been in the back of my mind that I'm trying to basically archive here. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming at you from different topics. But okay, I was looking up what was it? Not determination. I was looking up the measuring of the quantum thing, and it was how to measure. It was who was it? Determine. Oh, pause. Okay, it was. I was looking up particle. How to measure on the quantum level, and it was I looked under what a particle is because of light. I was looking on light as a particle, and they said look on the encyclopedia index that I had. This is back in like 1981 encyclopedia, still relevant today. So look under detector, particle detector, and the funny thing is it mentioned the uncertainty principle, which I said is false, right? Because they proved it false. And then right on the other side is determinism, which also talks about the uncertainty principle. And here's the thing about the uncertainty principle. Heisenberg, the uncertainty principle, he disproved it. He disproved his own principle, but it never was put through the school system. Nobody ever corrected that. And I think they didn't because of greed. That's usually why capitalism. The more people, it's only a temporary profit. Okay? But things in the old times, they have that you think that they don't have, that we're trying to get, like this human-pedaled, human-powered, lightweight machine and bicycle. A lot of these National Geographic, these old ones, they have these old commercials, old ads about, like the Polaroid film, printing a film that's already ready, and small camcorder-like things for film and projectors. A lot of these things, even the car articles and stuff, Um, trying to think of a specific example, another specific example, but a lot of things that we're trying to achieve now, they actually had then, like a small, tiny uh, um, camera. You know, all these things that you think are new, they actually have back then. Better sound, better this, and it's basically repeating itself, but from a different perspective in a way. Hey, oh, ear cells. Okay, those are your. This one looks like a chair with the backing of like hair, like grass, or like a Q-tip, a black Q-tip. That's your hair cells. Whenever there's more noise, there's 1 decibel per year, it's increasing the sound too loud, and you break it like grass, and it continues ringing. Tinnitus, never goes away either. It's really bad. You don't want that. You want to protect your hearing. It's getting way too loud out there. In fact, a lot of these National Geographics talk about sound being too loud. There was an article on Vietnam, or somewhere in Asia, where they said all the cacophony of the machines of the army is not good for his hearing loudness. I was hearing on the radio recently about in India, all the noise from there. It was reported coming back, and it was so mind-blowingly loud. And there's articles about in India about sound being too loud. And the thing is, a lot of times too, in these National Geographics, it's like a side note. It's like not even about the main thing about. It's not necessarily about overpollution directly. It's a side note about some item, and it will not mention overpopulation directly. It might say talk about too many cars and too many this and too. Where's this all coming from? It's all too many people. I think one article was about in the Philippines or somewhere in Asia, or even maybe it was Spain, Venezuela. The people were complaining about things rising in pricing. This is like 1940, 1930, 1950. And the governor, or the minister, or whoever it was saying the reason is because there's too many people, population explosion. I was reading again in the encyclopedia, talking about the cities, how they were developed, and because industrial revolution, too many people, the cities, all too many people, all these people causing the main problem. Yeah, I think I looked online last year. It was last year, and it was about agriculture being the main culprit. It said, without a heck of that, our technology from that, able to feed all these people, like the refrigerator. Once they created the refrigerator, then you could feed more people. So in one of my past videos, you can feed them. Get to the point where people eat each other. Just to procreate, or how they can procreate, how they have the energy to procreate. So I'm thinking, but no one in the media hardly mentions anything about overpopulation. Everybody's scared. The 99%ers are scared. I'm autistic. I'm 1%. Only one. So they're scared to mention it. They don't have the balls to mention overpopulation. Practically everyone. From what I've heard it maybe once on Channel 13 on the PBS, and Chris Boyd on the radio, but hardly anyone ever mentions it. Capitalism. They're gonna pay the price. Look at these migrants. Huh? Migrant. Even the Pope mentioned something about don't breed like rabbits now.